the future, images and fragments, bits and pieces from tomorrow. But sometimes what you've seen doesn't make any sense. It's not connected to anything you know of. Consequently, it's hard to know what it means. But it's not hard to discern. And I'm going to tell you why that is right now. Hey, I'm author Michael Ramsey, and this is Michael Ramsey Books, where I show people how to transform their ordinary relationship with God into a spiritual one. If you haven't already subscribed on YouTube, be sure to hit the red subscribe button and ring the notification bell now. John 15:15. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I called you friends, for everything I've learned from my Father, I've made known to you. The future. It comes to you in the form of images. Most of the time, there's a purpose in what you've seen, but sometimes I have no idea what that purpose is. I think there are times when the Lord simply shares His thoughts, opinions, feelings, and even what is to come with those whom He loves, just as a friend would. Sometimes you see an image like a building. Other times it's a scene, like people getting the vaccine. Sometimes you see an image when you're wide awake. Sometimes it happens in your sleep. And when you dream, you're much more likely to catch not just an image, but a scene. Sometimes an image appears when you least expect it. Sometimes you sense it's about to come, and sometimes you sense it already came. You may not have seen it, but your spirit did. Now, the Lord may show non-believers things as well. And we know God causes all things to work together for good for those who love Him, those who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28. But we don't always know what the specifics of what He's doing to accomplish His purpose. So don't get hung up on the fact that non-believers will sometimes see things from the Lord as well. Oftentimes, an image will appear to you numerous times. The more important something is, and the closer in time you come to the event, the more times you're likely to see it. Some images are a curiosity, but most leave you unsettled. Some bother you because you know there's more to it, but you don't know what the more to it is. Some don't seem very important at the time, and you forget about it. But then you meet someone, possibly someone from your vision, somebody you've never met before, but you know you'll soon know them much better. Then all of a sudden, your vision, your image, becomes front and center. Sometimes subsequent images ensue. In addition to the outside of the building, you may begin to see things inside the building. You may even see the face of someone you're going to meet. But what is it about the building? Is there something the Lord wants you to do there? Is there someone He wants you to meet? Are you supposed to go there and help someone? Or could it be a warning? Could it be He's preparing you for something? And the scene, what does it mean? Sadness, anger, disappointment, distrust, and disgust. Are these not the things that will be? Those who were tricked, and soon they'll all be getting sick. As interesting as it is to see these things, some things way out into the future, like the next millennium, it doesn't do you one bit of good if you don't understand why, or what it means, or what you're supposed to do, if anything. Consequently, we're back to sensing. Last time, I told you the difference between intuition, sensing, and seeing. I harped on the fact that sensing is not seeing. But after you see, you have to discern what you saw. Also, it's important to note, sometimes you sense before you see. That way, interestingly, you will already know what it means, even before you see what it will be. The way you discern is with your spirit. You sense the movement of your spirit, which is filled with the Holy Spirit, because it is your spirit that knows. It has the goods. But getting your spirit to impart that knowledge to your brain is the real trick. If you don't know how to listen to the quiet, gentle voice inside you, you won't know what the Lord is trying to tell you. Your vision becomes nothing more than déjà vu because you don't know what you're supposed to do. There's actually a lot more I could say about sensing. I'm barely scratching the surface. I could actually do a couple of videos on it, but I don't have to because I already have. I've already done a video on sensing the Holy Spirit and another one on sensing your spirit, for which I left a link for you in the description below. I simply can't emphasize enough the importance of sensing the movement of your spirit. It is a foundational skill that must be mastered by anyone who desires to be more than just a Sunday morning Christian. The Spiritual Christian, Volume 1, The Desert. I'll be making an announcement soon, and I'll be able to reveal the cover soon. The desert experience of the children of Israel. Your desert experience. Why? And what is it that God's trying to tell you? The Exchanged, my first novel, a thriller. You'll never guess how this story ends. There's a slight delay, but it'll be coming out soon as well. Next time, next step. Again, if you haven't already subscribed on YouTube, be sure and do so now. Can't wait until next time. Like me on Facebook and visit me at michaelramseybooks.com.